If television in 2025 has proven anything, it's that gay stories are no longer niche. They're necessary, viral, and emotionally devastating in the best possible way. From hockey rivals who refuse to mind their business to aging Palm Springs gays serving Golden Girls realness, this year gave us queer television highs so euphoric they bordered on religious experiences and lows so abrupt they felt personal. Let's just dive in. Let's start strong because Heated Rivalry didn't just premiere, it detonated. The series debuted in late November and immediately dropped IMDb's highest-rated TV episode of 2025. Episode 5 currently holds a jaw-dropping 9.9 out of 10 rating, officially crowning it the top-rated episode of the year. And judging by the emotional wreckage left behind, fans didn't just watch it, they survived it. Set inside the hyper-masculine, body-slamming, accidentally homoerotic world of fictional Major League Hockey, Heated Rivalry thrives on tension, emotional and physical. At its center are two men who absolutely refuse to mind their business. Shane Hollander, captain of the Montreal Meteors, is broody, disciplined, and carved entirely from repression and jaw tension. Hudson Williams plays him like a man who learned emotions are optional, but muscles are mandatory. Across the ice is Ilya Rozanov, the Boston Raiders' flirtatious Russian-born menace, brought to life by Connor Story with a wink, a smirk, and zero regard for heterosexual peace. Enemies on the ice, something much messier off it. Gays everywhere can unclench. Overcompensating is officially coming back. Prime Video renewed the breakout comedy for Season 2, and thank God, because Benny drama was not done emotionally terrorizing us. Created by and starring Benito Skinner, the show follows Benny, a closeted college football player desperately trying to perform straightness like it's an Olympic sport. What starts as cringe comedy quickly spirals into a painfully funny exploration of insecurity, masculinity, and queer panic. It's unhinged, heartfelt, and extremely online. Exactly the kind of gay television that thrives in 2025. With great performances from Skinner and his best friend Mary Beth Barone, as well as Wally Barham, Rish Shah, and Adam DeMarco. The show brings to life awkward college experiences, growing pains, and sibling squabbles. Overcompensating blends humor and heart as its lead stumbles through friendship, desire, and identity, making it one of the most relatable queer coming-of-age shows of the year. The news that work has begun on Season 2 already is music to our ears, and we can't wait for another semester at Yates University. And now, FX and Hulu's Adults dropped its entire first season on the 29th of May and instantly became the hangout comedy gays didn't know they needed. Centered on 5 flailing 20-somethings living together rent-free in Queens while one parent travels the globe, the show leans into messy adulthood, fluid relationships, and found family chaos. What begins as a familiar roommate sitcom quickly becomes something more tender, self-aware, and very gay-adjacent in spirit. FX officially renewed the series, proving once again that queer-coded chaos plus bad boundaries equals excellent television. Boots got cancelled, gone too soon, and we're still mad. From the moment Boots premiered, it sparked conversation and controversy. Set in a 1990s military boot camp, the Netflix dramedy tackled gay men navigating an institution that historically erased them. It was messy, confrontational, and deliberately uncomfortable. In other words, important. Netflix canceled the series after just 1 season, barely giving it time to build momentum. And while the show attracted outrage from the White House and its occupants, the show found a legion of fans and cemented itself as a part of 2025 popular culture, with several publications listing it as one of the best TV shows of the year. It's emotional, political, and raw, but what sets it apart is its intimate portrayal of courage, resilience, and unexpected connection. Now this one hurt. Mid-century modern on Hulu was camp, heartfelt, and deeply gay. Set in a Palm Springs home, the sitcom followed 3 aging gay men living together, a modern queer riff on the Golden Girls. With performances from Matt Bomer, Nathan Lane, and Nathan Lee Graham, the show balanced humor with emotional depth beautifully. Despite positive reviews and devoted fans, Hulu canceled the series after one season in late 2025, likely due to low viewership. Another reminder that queer joy still has to fight for survival on streaming platforms. Netflix canceling Olympo remains one of 2025's most baffling decisions. The Spanish-language sports drama premiered in June, cracked Netflix's top 10, went viral multiple times, and single-handedly reignited global interest in elite sports academies, locker rooms, and emotionally complicated rugby players. Set in the Pyrenees, the series delivered unapologetic LGBTQIA+ representation and locker room scenes that had everyone, gay and straight, in a tizzy. Still, Netflix quietly canceled it after one season, and we will never understand it. A tender, emotionally raw exploration of queer youth, Invisible Boys resonated deeply with viewers, which made its cancellation sting even more. The series may not have been flashy, but it mattered. And its absence leaves a noticeable gap in gay television storytelling. Invisible Boys tackles the loneliness and longing of rural queer youth with honesty and impact. Powered by emotional performances, it gives visibility to the kids who grow up feeling unseen and turns their stories into something powerful, cinematic, and unforgettable. Class Van 2000, aka The Class of 2000, is a nostalgic, queer, coming-of-age drama that reunites a group of classmates 25 years after they walked out of high school for the last time. They return not as teenagers with futures ahead of them, but as adults carrying secrets, regrets, and the complicated love stories they never got to finish. Among them is a tender thread of queer romance, a storyline that asks what happens when the person you once loved becomes the person you never stopped thinking about. With reunions come memories, and with memories come the things nobody dared to say back then. The crushes, the heartbreaks, the hidden identities, and the what-if moments that still ache. The show blends humor, nostalgia, and raw emotional honesty, reminding us that life rarely turns out the way we planned, and that sometimes the heart takes decades to catch up with itself. Lost Boys and Fairies is a moving queer drama that follows Gabriel, a flamboyant Welsh performer who lights up the drag world at night but spends his days navigating paperwork, interviews, and bureaucracy in a desperate attempt to adopt a child with his partner, Andy. Beneath the sparkle and swagger of club lights lies a story about parenting, trauma, and the terrifying vulnerability of wanting something so deeply you are scared to even imagine losing it. As the adoption process unfolds, Gabriel's past begins to resurface. The messy parts, the painful parts, and the parts he's tried to bury beneath glitter and personality. What makes Lost Boys and Fairies so gripping isn't just the queer representation. It's the way the series balances heartbreak with hope, showing that family isn't something that just happens. It's something you fight for, grow into, and sometimes learn to forgive yourself for wanting. English Teacher felt like it was finally hitting its stride, and then FX pulled the plug. Created, written by, and starring Brian Jordan Alvarez, the series followed Evan Marquez, a gay high school teacher navigating public education armed with sarcasm, delusion, and main character energy. Season 2 arrived quickly after Season 1, giving fans hope. Then came the quiet cancellation. No drama, no warning, just vibes ruined. Some shows thrived, got renewed, and cemented their place in gay TV canon. Others snatched away mid-glow-up, leaving fans screaming into group chats and DMing streaming platforms like jilted lovers. Let me know which ones crushed you for being canceled, and be sure to check out my other videos popping right here on screens, covering the best LGBTQ+ shows and movies you can watch right now.